Yeah, what's going on? It's your boy Poker Trainer Will.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Poker Trainer Dave here.
Yeah, we just wanted to come by and talk a little bit about what our journey has brought us to, you know what I mean? It's been like 4 years since we hit the valley, and since then, realistically, it's kind of insane to think that our story has brought us to over here, literally just the two of us, a pair of brothers, and have, through the last 4 years, literally flipped this whole Pokemon Go sphere on its head. Literally changed the whole game up.
At least out here in Arizona, for sure.
Yeah, at least out here in Arizona, for sure. Because when we first showed up, it was very disconnected. There was like one really big active community all the way down in Chandler, Arizona.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than that, everyone else was, there was really no one else, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I remember
just a bunch of small little groups of like maybe 3-4 people. Not even that, really. And they weren't consistent about anything. Like, there was just no consistency out here, and let alone when we would get online to like try and find some sort of, you know, apps or Facebook or some sort of messaging app to find, you know, groups, Pokemon players. There was like a huge just sea of just everything. Like, and the thing was, there was no like activity in any of these. Tens of thousands of people in some of these
all
chats.
the different social medias were
Most of them were
definitely,
like global, without saying it, you know what I mean? So a lot of out-of-state people were talking in there instead of just being in Arizona. So there was just a lot of just, I don't know how to put it, but like just, there was no concentration to like get us all connected.
Yeah,
you
it
know
was
what I mean?
literally, everyone was very disconnected. The communities were super
Scattered.
Yeah,
and,
scattered.
You know,
It was
each chat had like
crazy.
5, 6, 10 people maybe, and it just didn't make sense, you know?
But yeah, as we tell you our experiences, I'm gonna probably throw in a couple different parks that we've helped build. We've built from the ground up. Some of them we've inspired and or taught some of the leaders and told them our stories to inspire them
local
to start
players.
building. Because when we got here, like we were saying, there was like a huge disconnect between the communities, the play style, the
Yeah, just communicating.
yeah,
it was
a lot
literally
of
just
stuff.
everything.
It was a lot
you
of
know?
stuff to the point
Unfortunately-
where everyone was like, for the most part, everyone was really just driving around, you know, and
Yeah,
no one
nobody-
really understood the base concept of like,
Yeah, how to actually gather people, get them out of their car, because driving doesn't really help until like at least until you guys meet people and like get the community going. The driving's only going to hinder. And specifically here, that's all the few communities we bumped into were mainly driving focused. So, like we're saying, there was that disconnect. So people didn't know even who the leaders were. People weren't even gathering half the time because they didn't even know who was leading the group.
no one knew which social media to use because there was like
Yeah, there was
every single
everything,
social media
yeah.
you could think of. There's 1 or 2 groups at least in each of them. It's insane.
let alone-
if not 20 of them.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. If not 20 of them.
But yeah, really, like the story started like we had said in our previous video, the one, our story so far. I'll probably link it in there so you guys can catch up if you didn't watch that one before. We started out here, and to begin with, a lot of the area was very hard to play in, you know,
Yeah.
and that was also one of the reasons the communities were scattered and disconnected, you know, because there wasn't anywhere in particular that was like, oh, yeah, this is the best place to play. This is, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Let
it
alone
was
there weren't
also-
people there gathering the masses either.
Yeah, no one was focused in just
So-
if not even just building to make an effort to gather people in a better area, because that's also one concept people somehow didn't understand. To invite people to an area that isn't well built, you're not going to get good outcomes. You know what I mean? People aren't going to have the best experience. So-
Exactly. Yeah, with the concept of design we had, we really focused on building up our original play area, which we started out here in Fountain Hills at the Fountain Park.
Yeah, and then
But at the
Scottsdale, you know, obviously. some
Yeah,
of those
but at the
parks as
same
well.
time, we were still going out to other groups, socializing, kind of getting a feel of how the local communities were playing. That's why we could tell you a lot of them were just driving around, because that was what we
Yeah,
experienced. Whether it
exactly.
was all the way up in Anthem or all the way down in Chandler,
Yeah, it didn't matter.
it didn't matter. That was just how the
Yeah,
Arizona...
even the new groups that were trying to establish themselves along us, which that's fun. You know, we always need new leadership anywhere we are, in any state, anywhere, you know, because there's not enough. Just to convenience those neighborhoods, those local areas, because 2 people can't run the whole valley, state, whatever you want to say. You know, it just doesn't work like that.
Let alone build stops across it. That's way too much.
Yeah, it's way too
You
much
know,
for
we're
2
already doing
people.
spread out between a couple different cities, and that's already pulling us pretty thin. So I couldn't imagine the the
trying
whole
to
state.
take on the
But what
everything,
we
you know.
have shown is that the two of us, we can't build it, but we have been able to build the communities together, build enough bridges and connections to the
and
point
pretty
where
much-
now
yeah, exactly.
Arizona is building, bro.
Yeah,
All the
exactly.
communities are flourishing.
Yeah,
There's
we've
people,
established pretty much like a blueprint to how to create healthy communities. No more excuses for no building, no more excuses to only be driving. And honestly, unfortunately, here in Arizona, there was a lot of cheating as well. And with all the building, all the people coming out and community,
yeah, and there's no more
need of
excuses.
that.
Yeah,
you know,
literally.
so
we
a
broke
lot
all of it.
Yeah, we destroyed all the myths of rural play area, all the whatever you want to say that's making you not play in like the best capacity
Yeah.
you can and have the best experience you can.
Exactly.
There's no more excuse for any of that. We've literally changed everything. We've destroyed the mold and recreated it into what it should have been originally. And for the last 3-4 years, it's been a crazy adventure. It's been awesome meeting all these people and helping all these communities across the valley. You know, to really get it started and really get, come up in the game. You know, because it's not. We don't want just our park being the big big play raid area, whatever you want to say. We want everywhere to have that area, and let alone make it convenient for people to get to, because we don't want the same experience like us driving an hour away to drive 3 more hours just to raid train
to
around.
play. It's crazy.
If that's what you like, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's all there was here. So we just can't afford to only have that here. We need all the other like ways to play to be accessible to everyone who wants to play that way as well. And that's really what we've been doing out here.
But aside from that, that's kind of just the background. We kind of the pond we ended up getting into.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Literally moving
so
up here.
from there, David and I, like we said, we had one mission, and that was to build up Arizona, to clean up Arizona, and to lead by example.
Exactly.
Because we knew we already were doing it by being some of the higher tier players. The first year we were here.
Yeah,
exactly. Having the leaders bringing us up, it was already showing that there was a big difference between what we were doing and what a lot of other people were doing.
There was this huge gap of good information that was missing, and in general, like that's still a thing to this day.
Yeah,
like,
it's almost like suppressed information or something. It's kind of
yeah,
weird.
we don't know what it is. Like at this point, I'm starting to watch the YouTubers because I kind of want to know what
the big dogs.
The big dogs, because I'm trying to figure out what information they're giving you guys, because like if you probably don't believe me, but me and this guy don't watch YouTube.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to video games and stuff,
We're the old heads.
Yeah, we're the old heads. We're like kind of in that sense, we're old school. We don't care to look up guides. We don't care to look up extra information.
Yeah,
we're going to figure it out ourselves.
We'll figure it out, exactly.
You know what I mean? And with that mentality, we learned how to really build the organic way without third-party apps, whatever. Yeah, so with us building and learning how to build the right way.
Leading by example.
And, leading by example, like we're always saying. If you guys can believe, with us doing everything legit by our means, figuring things out properly, now in Arizona, we have literally the best raid area in all of Arizona. If you can believe that, in rural, Fountain Hills, all the way in Timbuktu.
Yeah, literally took 4 years, but that's what it takes. You know what
literally.
I mean?
It takes dedication,
trial
and
and error, and time and effort to really build up the community and build up the play area for that community.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people I notice out here when, obviously we're always here helping other new communities try and start up. That's one of our biggest like goals and
helping each other
accomplishments.
build up.
I always notice a lot of people get like unmotivated their first like month's worth of meetups. If you're a new community, let me tell you, our community didn't start in the first week. We had hundreds of people, 10 people. We had nobody.
Yep.
We had nobody showing up in our area for 3 to 4 months. What do you think we did? We dealt with it. We kept playing. We kept building. We kept making the spot better than anywhere else in the valley. And like I said, 3 months, 4 months into us continuously holding meetups and, showing that we're here and playing the game, obviously with, campfires, posting meetups so people could come together. Yeah, we got traction. We got people started coming out like, whoa, dude, I've never been here. This place is crazy, compliments or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that people started coming. And the best example, and like what me and William use as like the motto for that, Rome was not built in a night. Your communities will not be built in a night. That's just not how it works. It's a patience thing, it's a time thing, and it's, if you're willing to build, unless you have a really good spot that's already available and nobody else is raiding there or whatever, then lucky you, go for it, dude.
Yeah,
you know, post up that meetup and create your community, and, you know, good for you, you know what I mean? That's awesome.
But for the most part, it's going to take a little bit of effort for you to really build consistency and allow people to really recognize you're here to build something, not just here to willy-nilly once a month show up and that's that.
You got to show
you got to show up.
Yeah.
If you want to build a community just like we have, you got to be there for that.
Yeah, and that's honestly one of the biggest things we tell everyone. That's literally part of the blueprint. We keep telling you guys how when we got here after a year or two meeting everyone and creating our own community, that established the new norm here. The new, like we like to say, the blueprint. To create a healthy community, no cheating, no nothing, no nonsense, no excuses, to get people out their cars to make connections.
Yeah.
And to really make connections. It's not just hi, bye. No, we know everyone by name. If not, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people I sometimes forget, but I'll remember your gamer tag, trust me. You know, because I'm just old school, you know, I stick to the gamer tags, but...
Yeah, like what we said, once we really established ourselves, we kind of took it upon ourselves to travel the valley again, because we've always had those bridges from the first year of us moving here.
Exactly.
But what we really did was, once we learned and gained our experiences, we shared it with the other leaders and the other communities that we could see were having a harder time than us, struggling when they're not even in rural.
Yeah, most of the communities we associate with are in central.
Yeah, they're in the valley.
Yeah, they're literally in the valley.
And they're still struggling harder than us. And like we're saying, with the knowledge and experience we've gained, we have taken it upon ourselves to travel the valley again, teach people this blueprint that we've created. And bro, this is now why in the last year, you're starting to see tons of communities. Dude, when I drive towards the airport to pick up whoever, my parents, whatever.
Anywhere central.
Bro, when I'm driving through the city,
you can see communities.
There's communities all over. There's Pokestops everywhere.
Yeah, people
now,
are
dude.
active, bro. Like,
Arizona is popping off, bro.
Literally.
And that's kind of like, for us, that was one of our biggest goals, to get everyone into building, because I remember the first year we moved here, a lot of other people were asking us, why are you guys building so much? Like, is that doing anything to help you? Because a lot of people didn't really understand the power of building.
Yeah, people were always questioning, why do you guys keep pushing the building? Like, nobody likes that stuff. You don't like the best raid area in the valley? You don't like having a gym to gym to gym to gym to gym?
Literally.
Yeah, so, like, let's be real.
Like we're saying, with all these experiences, with how we've grown our community from literally us two to almost 1,000 people deep through word of mouth. Because you guys see it now. Shout out to all you subscribers now. We've just hit over 100 because we just started doing social media. Shout out to everyone. You guys are all Radiant Raiders. But bro, isn't that crazy that our community is almost 1,000?
Exactly.
From word of mouth live in Arizona.
And the craziest part was with that word of mouth, it was really through lucky friends, lucky trades.
Lucky friend trades,
Like,
literally, dude.
Like, we'd be standing out of the car already, like, well, we're going to meet here. We're going to be there 30 minutes early.
Sitting out front of my car.
Yeah, literally. Sitting out front so people see that we're here to be out.
Yeah, trying to socialize.
Trying to meet each other. If they want to sit in their car and roll down the window, we've had plenty of that. Or even roll it down a little bit. I've also dealt with that. You know, tinted windows, I don't even know. I'm like, here, take my phone, bro. Like, I trust you. Like, please don't drive away. You know, I don't know. You know, we don't even know these people. Now we do. Yeah. Because that's what it takes to create this.
Yeah, you got to break the ice, break the mold. You got to break the mold,
literally.
And, you know, literally build something new, because the old Arizona,
that wasn't working.
That's what we experienced when we first moved here.
And it was not working.
Yeah, and like he's saying, it was not working.
There was a reason there was only 2 communities. And let me tell you, the 2 communities that were out here, the only reason they were even able to survive, and shout outs to you guys, y'all know who you are, but those were the few communities that were on the ground floor, trying to get people out, trying to actually play Go. Yeah. You know, literally, like, there wasn't too much driving in those communities. And they're still out here to this day, thriving. And they're doing even better because, like we said, we already made those connections. So they've been seeing what we've been able to do.
Yeah, and even they're getting motivated to build their own parks, build their own malls.
Yeah, that's actually what
all the way
some
down
of the
south. Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's actually what some of the video is going to be showing you guys. The parks that if we haven't built ourselves, we've helped support
Motivate.
them by motivating them into building themselves.
Yeah.
Because 2 people can't build all of Arizona. That's impossible. That's an impossibility.
That's crazy.
But 2 people obviously have been able to stir up the whole valley into building, into really getting things together. And it literally was 2 people.
Yeah,
it was us 2 right here, the Radiant Raiders. And with us literally leading the valley now and leading by example, like we like I'm gonna die on that hill, trust me, guys. Arizona has never been better. Arizona is at the healthiest it's been. Everybody's communicating. There's no more weird pokey drama. There's no more.
Like when we showed up here 4 years ago.
Yeah, there's no more cheating. Like, don't get me wrong. There's still some cheating. We can't control
That's
everybody,
always
but that's always
lingering.
unfortunately, because I guess we just didn't get to hit the scene fast enough.
Yeah, but we can always prove the cheaters wrong by leading by example, flexing my profile. You guys are seeing all my lucky trades, and that's all because of what we've created here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it still proves to this day, even with the remote trades, I'm still getting more lucky trades off in person.
Oh yeah, all day.
Every single
all
day.
We make that a huge point to get on those lucky trades.
Exactly.
Get them on.
But that's because we've created this economy for ourselves and for our community. So this is a norm.
Exactly. Now,
Getting
at
2,
least.
3 lucky trades, 4 or 5 lucky trades off a week, that's normal for us.
Yeah, because I remember back in the day, people were telling us, dude, I barely get like 5 lucky trades a year.
Yeah.
What? Dude, that's insane.
crazy.
I'm getting like 100 plus, if not almost 200 plus now a year.
Easy.
And that's been for a couple of years now. You know what I mean? We're going hard out here, but, you know, we're just here to prove the point that it's not just the Radiant Raiders, but it's Arizona in general. This is a place to come visit to play Go. Sorry. But to play Pokemon Go, we want this place to be more active. We want the YouTubers coming down because unfortunately for a lot of them, they've had bad experiences out here because of just the
misinformation.
Yeah, misinformation.
Reaching out to like older.
Yeah, the old guard, I guess you want to call it, Arizona, that they're
like
not
social medias that aren't even active.
Yeah, like that's a big warning. Do not get on all these Facebook, Discord, all that.
Yeah, just because it has big numbers.
Keep it on Campfire. That's what's active. That's what's today.
Yep, Campfire communities, bro. That's us. Campfire communities,
rocking it. You know, with the building and everything. You know, we've shown you guys not just our little areas. Like we hold huge areas in the Central Valley now, dude. We're in Scottsdale. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've always been the Scottsdale Fountain Hills players, but that kind of proves the point, you know, where we've completely destroyed the mold and recreated it out here in Arizona, and that's what we're trying to show you guys worldwide. That this isn't just an experience we want to have here. We want you guys, at least whoever's watching that has the right state of mind and wants to have stuff like this. Like, for example, dude, with the way everything's been going, we're starting to have live events out here. We're about to get we just had the
Major League
Baseball crossover. We're getting an exclusive NFL crossover pretty soon. And none of that could have been possible. Literally. Everyone was cheating back in the day. You think we would have gone any of these live events? Probably not. Yeah, right, bro. But
just more proof in the pudding, you know, more proof of our story, you know what I mean? Because it's like, without us building, without all these communities starting to rally around us.
Yeah, and like it's funny to say with this crazy journey, we've become literally the connecting factor for all of Arizona because somehow leaders didn't know each other, and the ones that did know each other were fighting.
Yeah, they were all butting heads.
They're all butting heads for whatever reason, and yeah, it's been a crazy journey for sure. You know, that crazy Pokemon journey out here, freaking making friends, literally stopping all the BS, literally, and creating an experience for the whole valley here that they've never been able to have until since we hit the scene and really made that huge impact for the whole valley.
Yeah, let alone realistically, we're not even just trying to help our own city, our own state. We're trying to spread this knowledge with you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
On social media, whether you're watching on YouTube, TikTok, whatever it may be. We want this knowledge to be shared because it seems like for the longest time, none of this knowledge has been available.
People don't know how to build still to this day.
Yeah,
the game's 9 years old, guys.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane. People aren't prioritizing lucky trades, aren't prioritizing even meeting people up in person.
Yeah, we're kind of here to change it all up. You know, we
Yeah,
already
that's-
showed you how we're doing it here.
Yeah, exactly.
We want you guys to take this knowledge that we're here to share with you guys and use it for your own communities, dude. Because we want everyone to be able to share the stories that we've been able to create here with our trials and tribulations and our experiences. We want you guys to take that and take it to your own community so you guys can also experience Pokemon Go like we do.
Exactly. And with you guys following us and being here along the journey that we're creating, you guys are just going to pick up on that knowledge because we're always talking about it. We live and die by that knowledge because it's helped us so much.
Let alone, eventually we'll start producing our own videos, teaching you
how
guys
to,
the right ways how to do
Yeah,
stuff.
the Wayfarer 101 videos that we've so desperately needed for 9 years. Literally the
Campfire 101.
Yeah,
Dude,
Campfire 101.
people still don't even know how to look up the live location.
The
on
trading etiquette,
Literally,
there's so
much.
many rating etiquette. There's so many things that, for some weird reason online, this information is not there.
There's lacking information.
But to wrap it all up, guys, we just want y'all to know we are Arizona Pokemon Go. We are the Radiant Raiders, and we're here to stay, baby, and we're here to show you guys how to do things right.
Yeah, and we're here to make history for Arizona Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it's already
And who knows,
started.
wherever you guys may be that chapter in your part of town, and you're part of wherever in the world you may be.
Yeah.
But for now, we're out of here. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Okay.